The law of flotation and expanding human capacity. Understanding the real physics, displacement over density. The evolution of maritime navigation offers another profound lesson in shifting focus from perceived limitations to universal laws. For thousands of years, humans operated under a simple, intuitive belief: to float on water, an object must be lighter than water. Because wood naturally floats and metal sinks, humanity spent centuries building ships exclusively out of timber. People assumed that constructing a ship out of heavy metal was physically impossible and completely illogical. It was only toward the end of the 14th century and into the early modern era that humanity truly grasped the law of flotation, Archimedes' principle, in practical engineering. Scientists and innovators realized that floating does not depend on being lighter than water. It depends on displacing enough water weight to equal the object's mass. The focus shifted from the material's weight to the physics of water. In the context of energy dynamics, the story of the metal ship demonstrates how focusing on universal laws creates exponential growth. The weight of doubt versus buoyancy of mind. Just like an iron block sinks when dropped directly into water, your mind sinks into helplessness when weighted down by thoughts of, "I can't do this." Shaping your focus. When you hollow out the doubt and shape your mindset around solutions, you create the internal space needed to generate upward momentum. You displace the heavy weight of obstacles, carrying greater load. When you align your energy with possibility rather than limitation, your capacity to handle challenges expands dramatically. Just like the massive capacity of steel ships compared to fragile wooden boats' displacement. When shipbuilders stopped focusing on the limitation, metal is too heavy to float, and redirected their mental energy toward the solution: how do we shape metal to displace enough water? An industrial revolution occurred. Breaking the wood barrier. Wooden ships had severe structural limitations. They could only be built up to a certain size before the timber would warp or leak under ocean pressure. Unlocking metal ships. By applying the law of flotation, engineers built iron and steel ships. Even though metal itself sinks, a hollowed metal hull displaces a massive volume of water, creating an upward buoyant force far greater than the weight of the ship. Exponential capacity. Metal ships offered immense durability, far greater load capacity, and the power to cross unpredictable oceans safely, achievements wooden boats could never deliver. Humanity did not conquer the skies with the Wright brothers or master the oceans with metal ships by accepting facts as permanent limits. They succeeded by questioning defaults and redirecting their energy toward deeper principles of nature. Whether it is conquering flight or building ships out of heavy metal, the pattern remains identical. The moment you shift your focus from why it cannot work to how it will work, you tap into infinite potential. Stop letting heavy thoughts sink your vision. Shape your mind for buoyancy. Master your energy dynamics, and carry your dreams across any ocean.